Well, welcome back to Houston Life. Before the break, we learned a bit more about Asma Gowher and her Trifles Gourmet Desserts, getting to know your family, the inspiration behind why you started the business.
Yes.
And I think it is so fantastic that any parent, first of all, has enough hours in the day to do it all. And it's incredible that you started this business. How is everything going? Because the kids are not getting any younger. They're all grown up.
No, they're not. They're growing super fast. We have a high schooler, we have a middle schooler, and an elementary one.
Oh, and by the way, Zaki and Assad are in studio today. They've been very well behaved. Zaki, wave. What's up, buddy?
Say
Good
hi.
to see you. And Assad on the right there. So Zaki is how old now?
He is 12.
He's 12, and Assad is 6 years old?
Yes.
Okay, we've loved having them in studio, and I couldn't believe when I walked in because I think it's been 2 years we've known your family. Zaki has grown up so much.
So much.
Your 15-year-old, I understand, he
Yes.
came in this morning at 4 a.m. and said, Mom, can you drive me to football practice?
He did, yeah. So he's super into his football, and you know, we cannot get away from that. So I had to drop him off at 4 a.m. this morning for practice. So unfortunately, he couldn't be here today.
Well, I think, again, it's incredible that you have started this business. It's taken off so much.
Thank you.
Online, too, you're constantly kind of posting. You're not just baking, but you're capturing what you're baking and creating. And that alone is a separate endeavor.
Yeah, I mean, when you're running your own business, there are full-time jobs in every area, you know, whether that's actually creating the product, marketing the product, fulfilling the product, actually, you know, giving it to your clients. It's a full-time job, so it's a lot of different hats that I have to wear.
Well, you do it very, very well. And
Thank
I think
you.
what is incredible, these desserts, if I were to pass by these in a display case, I would assume that they were just fake, like that they were plastic. They look so beautiful. This is something that is trending online right now.
Yes, they have taken the internet by storm. There's quite a few places in Houston selling them, and we're one of them. This is my take on the, you know, viral fruit pastry. They're pastries that look like actual fruits, but inside is a variety of fillings. Normally it's mousse with a fruit compote, and we have different versions of those in ours.
And how are you getting this finished look, this glazed look? I mean, clearly a mold is involved to get the shape. A silicone mold?
Yes, so you would normally use a mold, and then we would fill it with, so I would fill it with a mousse, and then inside is some sort of fruit filling. So whether that's the strawberry or the mango, we would put that inside, as you can see right here. Then the finished product is dipped into a chocolate shell, which is cocoa butter and chocolate.
Okay, and this is a key. You were just explaining to me before this segment that in order to get this really beautiful finished look, you're using equal parts cocoa butter?
Yes, cocoa butter and chocolate. Now you can use white milk or dark, it doesn't really matter, but it has to be equal parts. So I would recommend using a food scale and measuring it in grams. So this is about 100 grams cocoa butter, 100 grams white chocolate.
Okay, and a lot of folks might be surprised that you can use something like just chocolate chips.
These are actually real chocolate, so I would recommend using a good quality chocolate. You can't use wafers or melts. It won't give you that same level of luxury, I guess.
Like smoothness.
Yeah, exactly. So if you want that really nice chocolatey taste, I would recommend using a nice genuine chocolate.
Okay, got it. And then you don't necessarily need a double boiler. I always thought that to melt chocolate, you had to be very careful about putting it in the microwave. But you did just that to melt this today.
I did, yeah. So what I would recommend is putting it in a microwavable bowl and then just kind of do it in spurts of like 30 to 15 seconds. And just use a silicone spatula to, you know, make sure that it's evenly spread out the heat and like it'll melt really quickly.
Okay, well, obviously these intricate desserts take a lot of time, so follow Asma on Instagram to really see the full demo. But we're gonna put on the finishing touches here. Show us, put me to work.
So what we have here, like I said earlier, is our cocoa butter and white chocolate. We've already gone ahead and melted it.
Okay, and look how smooth this is.
Yes.
Okay.
And
then
you'll
what?
definitely feel it when you eat it.
Okay.
But I would take the cocoa butter and the white chocolate and put it into our bowl here.
Okay.
And then mix it together.
Got it. Until it's nice and smooth. So if it's a little bit lumpy, just keep stirring.
Just keep stirring. You want to make sure that both the cocoa butter and the chocolate don't have any clumps.
Okay.
You want that nice smooth finish. So what we're going to do is take both of these bowls and we're going to put it into this bigger bowl here, and we're going to mix it together.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So we're going to take all this out.
Yep. There you go. And this
right.
gives it like that nice crunch that everyone is looking for in these viral fruit pastries. You want to have that ASMR, and so everyone's kind of looking for that really like nice bite.
I see.
And this is the secret sauce, is really mixing the cocoa butter with the chocolate.
Okay.
Instead of just dipping it straight into chocolate. And that's what creates that nice paper thin chocolate shell.
And this is a lot thinner liquid than I was expecting.
Yeah, it's very thin. I would use a thermometer at this point because you want to use it at a certain temperature. So anywhere from 95 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit is where you would finally dip in your frozen dessert.
Okay, and now that this is blended, now what?
So at this point, we would take our frozen dessert, which we don't have today, but you could use anything from pastry, or berries, anything you have at home that's frozen. I would take like a skewer or a knife and dip it in there, and then thaw it out, and it's ready to eat.
Got
you could
it.
even put this on ice cream and just enjoy it as it is.
Oh, interesting, and make a smooth finish on the ice
Yeah,
cream. Well, the
yeah.
finished product right here, so I'm gonna give this one a little crack, this raspberry. Ready?
Yes.
Look at that.
And you can hear that crunch.
You can hear the crunch. I'm gonna take a little bite here. Asma, it's always so nice to see you. Good luck with
you.
the new school year and all your endeavors, from football to
Thank you so
baking and
much.
all of it.
Thank you. We're really excited about the new school year. And hopefully people see our pastries and come to us to order some.
They're always so delicious.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for stopping by. I have a
Thank
mouthful of
you.
food. By the way, we have shared a link to connect with Asma on our website. Just visit HoustonLife.tv. Look for that scene on Houston Life section. Here I am covering my mouth like people don't know I'm eating. Okay, still ahead,